I just had a good idea for a president thing. What if, like, there's a phone number you can call, and you can leave, like, a 30-second voicemail, right? And say anything you want directly to the president, right? It's gotta be scanned, right? You can't be fucking crazy. Like, be respectful, right? But you can be like, hey, I disagree with this, or I disagree with that. And, he can pick out, because obviously you can't do them all, right? Pick out a couple and have to answer any questions. Like a 30-second reply, right? Something quick, something direct. But they have to be like direct questions, right? You can't be like, describe to me, because you got, like I said, be reasonable. And I'm sure it won't be perfect every single time, right? But that's the beautiful chaos of it, right? But then what will happen, right? Is so people leave these voicemails, or you can email, whatever, right? We'll figure it out, right? Just some sort of mechanism. We're like, I don't want to oversell this, but we'll say at least 3 questions a day will come through. I want to say more, but I want to see how it works, right? So start low, see how it works, and then work your way up, right? But I want these to be like real legitimate answers, and they're directly from the people. So I don't know how to make it work, right? In this day and age, there's got to be a way we can figure it out. But even if he has to get like, whitepages.com random number and fucking, I'll call. Be like, all right, random citizen. This is your president. You good? People would be like, that's a bullshit. Could you imagine though? That'd be actually pretty cool. That would be pretty awesome. But like, we need to get back to America being America, man. We used to like have farms, and we had welders, and we had like nuclear engineers. I don't know if I say that correctly, but I'm from Georgia, and I don't know. I always freak out when I say those weird words because people are like nuclear, 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 nuka-coca-cola. So I just say whatever I say. If it changes, that's cool too. I don't know. But like, I just don't get it, man. Like, even what I do for a living, and I do okay. I'm happy with where I'm at. I've worked really hard to get there. But I'm in IT. But in all honesty, we used to dream about when we were in school. They used to tell us when you broke 6 figures, you would be able to live a comfortable life. You say what? I'm like, yo, what? And I'm in Oklahoma. Like, I'm in where it's pretty cheap. Like, it's pretty cheap. But it's wild. And so, but I gotta pay back, like, Uncle Sam, because I took my own money. And I have to pay, because I didn't realize I did it. But I gotta pay back money. And I'm like, alright. But it's only, well, I don't want to, like, overstate stuff, but I don't want to make it some mysterious thing. I wish I wouldn't have said that. But I'm trying to be transparent. But the reason I wish I wouldn't have said it is just because it's dumb. It's just embarrassing. But, like, I didn't realize what I was doing, and I took out a large sum of money out of my 401k. And then I paid it back. Like, I took a loan thing and then paid it immediately back. And I didn't think nothing of it. I just lost a little bit of money. But apparently I broke some sort of IRS law thing. And I got to pay like 14 grand back. And I'm like, oh my God. I did not realize there was even a thing. Like, I thought it was already taken care of. So, my mistake. I'm owning up to it. But other than that, it's like credit card debt and then just living, right? And like, I don't even do anything. I do overspend. Like, I'm not gonna act like I'm like, whoa, is me and blah blah blah. I buy stuff, right? But like, I'm not living a super luxurious life. This is it for me. Like, I really just enjoy sitting in the backyard and watching the fire. But like, it's just not the same, y'all. It really isn't. Like, I don't understand why people don't see what's happening around them. I'm in Oklahoma, and I can only look online and see things and stories, right? And kind of put things together. I'm working on a schoolie so I can travel. I want to see people. I want to talk about these things, man. I really do. I feel like I'm not wrong. I just need to talk to people who know someone or have some power or something. But like I've always been told, where there's smoke, there's fire. Like, it is what it is. And there seems to be an awful lot of smoke. An awful lot of smoke. Like, it's so much smoke, I can't see. I don't even see what America is anymore. I don't see our stock market. It's owned by BlackRock and Vanguard. All these woke companies. Why did they become woke? You can even ask Grok. They became woke because of vendor pressure, or stock owner pressure, investors. That's the word I was looking for. And I'm like, oh, cool. Who are their major investors? Vanguard and BlackRock. Oh, cool, cool, cool. And how do they tie in potentially, with like China or Epstein? Well, it gets really confusing. They're mutual funds, and they manage things and organize things. It just gets really involved, and then there's like this complicated thing about it. It's really, don't worry about JP Morgan. JP Morgan, you can contact JP Morgan. Yeah, they'll definitely protect the pedophile. I mean, they'll protect the money. Yeah, they're really good about the money. And like Chase, potentially with Chase and Amazon working together, there's no way that could be Israel and China working together. Maybe not. It's not like Israel and China has not been, accused of working together for maybe to do 9/11. I'm even taking it a step further and saying that our insurance companies, a lot of those seem to be China, right? Like, I can just say that, and companies. Like, that's what's the funny thing to me. Like, if you don't, then just do me a favor, take a break, and look up, like, who owns these companies that are making trillions of dollars. And then, not even just the trillions, right? Look up who owns them. Look up the families who own or run these companies, right? Look where they come from. Look where the technology comes from. Look where everything comes from. If you don't look at these things and think that the people who run these organizations don't have an agenda, I don't know what to tell you. They do. They're incredibly wealthy to the point where they can do whatever they want. They literally are untouchable. Like, it's crazy to me how no one sits here and looks and goes, okay, like, it's not that fucking hard. And they all go back to just a handful. Well, I don't even know what I'm doing. I forgot what the point of this was. I don't know if I want to go down that road right now. I can't remember all the names. I don't want to start naming names. But I can. Like, we all know Epstein. That's an easy one. We know Bill Clinton, right? We know there's numerous judges. The ones that let these fucking criminals out, like, 30, 40, 50 times. Like, no, it's every single one of them. Like, if I find that you let any of them out, you are going to have to publicly, like, explain why you let out repeat criminals in front of the victims every single time. You're going to have to go out into town. That's going to be one of your responsibilities as a judge. There's going to be a day that you have to go out once a week and explain your cases to the community. It is what it is. Like, this is wild. And the victims are going to have to be there. If they want to be. I mean, they don't have to be, right? I'm not forcing nobody. The judges, if you want to be a judge, you are a public servant. And people need to remember that. Like, it is what it is. The reason you're a judge is because you're respected. And there's a lot of judges I do not respect. And you cannot be a judge if you cannot be respected. That's just the way it is. I don't give a shit if you know the law or not. You got to be respected. And respect means I can trust you. I know you got a sensible head on your shoulders. And you're typically going to choose the right. Even if it feels wrong, you're going to do the right thing. And that's when I trust you, right? Until you break that trust. But you got to put somebody there that you trust. I don't feel that trust in our judges. I just don't. I don't think they have America at best interest. I think a lot of people have been brainwashed. I mean, I think it stems all the way back even to like Nickelodeon. And like the FDA got compromised with the food pyramid, right? That was an easy one. They got caught eventually for that, but you know, stripping all our food and of nutrients, putting shit in water. I mean, we joke about all you want. It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit if they're talking about it or not. Like, is there things in our water? Yes, there are things in water. We've seen water light on fire in Detroit, right? Or wherever the fuck it was. But you could open your tap, turn it on, and they were like, it was a leak, and it was this, or it was doctored, it was this. No, they're 100% without a shadow of a doubt putting shit. Last night, I bought these little chocolates from the grocery store, and I'm kind of pissed because I didn't read them because I was just being lazy. And they were like on sale for like $1. I should have been like, you know, I'm like, yeah, right. Looking back on it, I'm like, yeah, I'm an idiot. But they were like little turtle things. And so I was like, all right, I'll buy these. You know, grab them. 100% just fake. Just fake. And I ate them. I was like, I got to see what this is like. Because I looked at the thing. And it's similar. But, like, the chocolate was gross. Like, it wouldn't melt. You know what I mean? Like, it was, like, clumpy, but, like, it didn't melt. It just broke apart. Like, it just didn't melt. It broke apart. I don't know why I'm trying to explain that any further than that. Hopefully that makes sense. But it broke apart in, like, chunks. And then there was caramel. And the caramel just had flavoring, and it was just sugar. It was just, but it wasn't even breaking down. Like, you know how in the olden days, like, or caramel, like, you could chew on a piece of caramel, real piece of caramel, and it breaks down, right? Same thing kind of happens with bubble gum. It breaks down. Stuff don't break down anymore. It's not real food. It's fake. It's 100% fake. I believe it's a psyop done by, and I don't know if it's Israel. I don't know if it's China. I say Israel and I say China because it's easy to say that. Right? I can keep it broad. But it's 100% the president, 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt. It is definitely the president of Israel, Netanyahu, right? Without a shadow of a doubt. And it's definitely the little Chinese leader, without a shadow of a doubt. Between those three, right, there's definitely something going on in American soil. And we need answers. That's all there is to it. I don't understand why it's such a difficult thing. I want the president to point blank explain the debt. The Medicaid, Medicare, Obamacare. I want you to explain how that much money instantly with the Clintons started disappearing, even throughout your term, right? Consistently, that much money was disappearing. That's insane. It's an impossible thing to have occurred. And you knew this, and you brought in Doge. And Doge showed you how bad it really is. Now, I don't know if all, because when you have these theories, you try to look up other people to see if they believe what you believe. And man, there's motherfuckers believing in demons. There's motherfuckers believing in, like, eating the babies and shit. And you know what? I believe some of them. I do. It's fucking wild, man. The shit that people have on these things, man. Like, you see videos, and I'm not saying this is for real. I'm just saying you see a video as an example. Beyonce turning into a demon in the middle of her show. And I start laughing about the face that she made. And I wonder if that's one of her things. She has to be humiliated by doing that or something. Because they have these weird kinks and shit that they have to do. At least that's the rumor, right? So it's her humiliation. She has to show her ugly face. And so, I remember she got made fun of a while back for having like a really fucked up looking mannish face. And then, now she has to show her demon face. Like now they're having to tell us basically they're demons, right? Which is the same thing that other dude said. He's like, I'm a demon or some shit. What was the dude who said that? There was a video about it. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. But anyways, like I said, this shit gets fucking wild. Like it just gets fucking wild. And I'm like, there's no way. If my dumbass can truly believe that we're invaded by like Israel and China, I mean, what else? What else is real for real? I don't know. And now you got like all these scientists like in the space shit going on, and like Artemis, they're saying it's fake. And I'm like, all right. I mean, what would be the thing to do Artemis? Like, what's the big hoolah there? What, drum up money for NASA? What is this, something y'all want to start doing there? And then like you got like, I'll go back to the demon people because they're fun. It's fun. I wonder because like it's even made me more biblical. Like the book of Enoch. I'm getting too close to the fire. We back. Okay. But like it's even made me more biblical. I'm not quite there yet. But like I said, I most align with Christianity at this point. And it's just, it is what it is. I mean, I grew up that way. I do believe like men should be more dominant, not overbearing, right? Like masculinity should be the more dominant thing, right? By default. It doesn't mean that every woman has to be feminine and every man has to be masculine. I think that's where a lot of people get shit wrong. They don't want to call themselves a feminine man or a masculine woman. They get really offended when you do that. And I think that's where all these made up terms and made up things come along. And I think people just forget. Like, it's okay. Like, nobody really cares. Like, really, they don't. Most of it is patronizing. Everybody wanting to get special privileges or be called something special or different. Most people really just don't care. If you're respectful and you mind your manners, right? Don't be a nuisance. Don't be screaming. Don't be stealing. Don't be causing problems for other people. Most people just don't really give a shit about you. They might joke around and be like, hey, that's the crazy, person down the street. We used to do that all the time. That was just the way things were. People would stop and give her food. And there would be reasons why. I'm not saying she was wrong. But that was just the way shit was. But people would stop and give her money and give her food. And she would yell and scream at people on the side of the street. There were a bunch of dudes who did it too. But the one I remember the most was an elderly woman. But she was out there for a valid reason. I'm not disputing that. But I'm just saying. Can't do that nowadays. The world's different. We've been invaded. I truly believe that New York and California specifically house tens of millions of illegals. I don't know. I've even gotten to the point where I believe they are building underground bunkers and shit. I think it's been proven they're building them. I think they've built a lot more than that. Like the bridge that goes 2 feet in California that cost all that money. Anybody ever figure out where? And people had like receipts and shit or something for like the construction parts of it, huh? Where the fuck, man? Where'd all that money go? What the fuck? Like, let's be for real, people. Money don't just disappear. It gets used up somewhere. They're doing something with it, right? They don't commit this massive level of fraud to steal that much money to just do nothing with it. What are they doing with it? Why? Why a bridge that goes nowhere? Because you can get contracts to get building materials. What are you going to do with the building materials? Build something. What were they building? Why was there so much fraud with construction? Why? No one ever went to jail over all this. Little people here and there, little things here and there, but we never got who fucking was pulling the strings. And if you don't think strings were being pulled, like, come on. Like, for fuck's sakes. I mean, fraud, like $52 billion or however much it is. And I said earlier, 37 trillion. It's over 40 now. I just keep forgetting. I don't know, 37 sounds cooler than 40. We gotta wait till it gets to 67, and then everybody would be like, the controversial 67. Fucking retards. Oh, man. I don't know, man. I just don't get it. And then, like, the space engineers, right, y'all? Like, what the fuck? They're all disappearing? Generals and shit? I don't know. Seems like people are cleaning things up. They want to lower the population. How do they want to lower it? Turn people gay. No, they fuck with the food. Make you sterile. You know, make you have to, use medicine and shit to have kids, even though bloodlines have never had an issue, and now all of a sudden they are. All of a sudden there's a lot of people, all types of defects and shit. We got diseases that disappeared, and now all of a sudden they're back. Like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? It ain't like this shit's good. If you genuinely think, like, our health system's good, if you genuinely think the government has protected you and has made it safe for you to have drinking water and whatnot, and across the entire country, there are probably, in my opinion, a lot of people who would disagree. I think we need to get back to the basics. We need to get rid of all the fucking AI shit. We need to slow down. We need to just relax. We need to get back to the basics. We need to build farms. We need to build factories. We need to give people things that they can do. We need to, if we need to have just a resurgence of home and wanting to, have just a good life. And that's not the same thing for everyone. We can still have your stock markets. We can still have your cryptos. We can still have all these things, but you have to understand that they are rigged. They just are. If you understand that and you still want to play in that environment, you have signed the terms and services. It is what it is. That's just all I can tell you. But you have to understand that even our Federal Reserve has been compromised. It's just, you can't give that much money to anyone. You just can't do it. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I joked around earlier saying I'd become president, and if I did, and somebody was like, hey, would you like $1 billion? And all you have to do is say yes. What would you do? I mean, to what question? You know what I'm saying? Right? And that's just the way the world works. That's just the way the world works. It's very rare that you're going to have somebody be like, no. And that's just the way it is. But I'll be honest. Like, if we got a decent economy and the world was back in like how it was before the Clintons fucking ruined it. Well, technically they didn't ruin it. There's a big conversation to have there. We were stealing money to basically fund a communist infrastructure. And that's how capitalism works. Is when you're hijacked by an invading country, they basically steal the money from your government, and then they pay their friends, the companies, to basically take over and buy all the startups, control all the amazing innovation that was coming from the amazing startup nation, right? They're so wonderful. They're so wonderful. There's nothing they've ever done wrong, ever. Israel, or our Lord and Savior, Israel, or as Trump. Fuck, man, I get it all confused. So that's why I don't like bringing religion into things. It just turns into one muddy thing, right? You got people thinking they're Jesus. You got people wanting to be Jesus. You got people who don't even believe Jesus is Jesus, right? I just don't care most of the time. But, I think it helps people. I think it unites people. And most importantly, I think it gives people a moral, compass, right? And I'm not saying everything in Christianity is perfect, right? I'm just telling you my background, right? But mine's hey, don't fucking steal. Don't fucking kill people. Don't go around sleeping, and causing problems. That's just a fucking bad mess, right? I'm not expecting you to sacrifice somebody or whatever. You don't have to do anything crazy. Just don't say my name in vain. Give me some money every now and then, if you can, just to help the community. And, yeah, peace out. Okay, cool. I'm going to open a little building over here, and if you want to come listen to more words, come over here. I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that. I'm not, I don't feel like I'm oh, okay. But all the other shit, man, I'm just over with. I'm done. Right? I don't care. Sharia law? No, I don't care. It's just, thank you for coming, but no thank you. But I'm just trying to explain to you, my point of view, right? Because everybody gets all butthurt, and they want to get, mad, and they want to yell, and they want to scream and fight. And like I said, it's just not that big of a thing. Somebody was do you believe in genocide? Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately I do. It's not necessarily a good thing, but I believe it's a thing. Yes, genocide happens, unfortunately, around the entire world. The world is not a perfect fucking whatever. It's a bad place. Genocide happens. So you're telling me that you would kill tons and tons of people? I would hope I wouldn't have to. But unfortunately, if it came down to it, you have to protect your home. So, yes, I would. And if that hurts your feelings, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But what I would like for you to do, okay, is I would like for you to publicly, comment your address below, okay? Or maybe, not your address. That's not a good idea. Let's not do that. Let's publish a nearby, park. Okay? Bring some friends, whatever. Because this is a horrible idea. But publish an address. And publish that. And go down there. And I want you to help everybody who's there. Because that's what you want. You want me to do. I want you to help everyone who shows up. Because everyone who shows up to that address needs help. They need help. And you want to help. And so use this platform to do that. And whoever shows up, whatever help she can provide you, I hope that she's able to do that. I think that's a wonderful thing that she wants to do. But our federal government should not do that at all. Absolutely not. You want an organization to do it? Go talk to, the SPLC. Go talk to them. Go talk to all the other NGOs that are fake. Mostly what you probably need to do is just mind your fucking business. Shut up. Relax. Get back to work. Let's get the country back in a good spot. Let's get where people can start retiring and not have to fucking work. But hopefully, I don't know, man. I think, honestly, alright, let's think about this. This is a positive thing, right? I'll do something positive. This isn't Israel or China or anything like that. So, I do think we need to bring back the Pledge of Allegiance. I think we need to bring back the military to some degree. Hear me out, because I know people are going to freak out. I think every single grade, 5th physical fitness should become paramount. I do, as a kid who grew up with asthma, it would suck for me. It was horrible. I fucking hated it. And I'm fat and it was horrible. But this is just, I'm telling you point blank, this is what I would want to do. And this is what I think a lot of other people would probably say is a good idea, considering what we just went through. And that's why I say this is my point of view. I think this will fix a lot of the problems that we're having right now. But I think we should have pre-K all over again. I want to have government-funded pre-K. I want to put a lot of money into education. That's what I want taxes to go into. But it has to go into the right education. All right? No more woke. No more weird genders. Again, you can be a masculine woman. You can be a feminine woman. You can be a masculine male. You can be a feminine male. And you can be all the wonderful, colorful things in between. But at the end of the day, right, you're going to probably match one of those four. I'm sure somebody's like, well, there's the winner, right? But just the truth of it is, and it's a spectrum, right? You guys like to use that word. We'll use it, right? You can be a feminine male at times. You can be a masculine male at times, right? It's the way it is. It's just the way it is. I'm tired of all the name calling and separation and division and reparations and you wanting to fucking tear buildings and cities down to hide whatever the fuck you guys are hiding in those cities, I don't know. Or just to drive people out so that you can take over. But enough's enough. It's exhausting. We're done with this. This is be the final chapter in the Israel, and like I said, it'd be cool if we find out they're demons. I'd be like, holy fuck, Doom guy, come save us. Doom music starts playing. It's like, oh my god, that would be sick. But I definitely, I don't understand. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I went to a military base. I fucking talked to a dude at a gate. Never heard nothing back. I got sent to a clinic. But yeah, it's wild. I believe this though. I really do. I don't understand why other people don't. I went to the cops, but they're gonna go to the FBI. That's not gonna do any good. It's kind of funny how that works. I was like, is there any way you can give me an investigative, a reporter? Can you give me anybody? Like, can you tell me, like, other people who maybe come up and say things like this? Like, I just want to talk to someone. To be honest with you, this is true, for real. Because here's my brain. I see this, like Dexter, right? I see the blood splatter, right? I see the pattern. And you can see the original point for me is Israel. Like, I can see the shooter being Israel. And I see this massive explosion in America. They started with the Clintons. It started before then, right? It's easy for me because that's what was going on. And to be honest, at one point in my life, I was interested in politics. So I focused on it a little bit. And then we did, like, the whole Hillary scandal thing and, like, insecurity class. And I was interested in it. So every now and then I'd look stuff up. And, like, back in the day, the internet was different. Like, search engines weren't like they are now. Now they're bought. If you don't know that, well, there you go. They're bought, 100%. And they're very curated and designed specifically to target you to maximize whatever the fuck they want. So, I don't know what to do about the internet, to be honest with you. I struggle with that. I think about it a lot. I grew up when the internet was new, and I was in the chat rooms, and, like, I met people. And luckily, like, nothing too bad ever happened, right? But I did meet people. It was an amazing experience, and it was interesting. But I talked to a lot of different people, and I talked to people who were bad people and good people, right? But the internet was open, right? You had like places like GeoCities and Angel Fire and what was the one that starts with a T? They're gonna kill me. I don't know. I used a couple of them, like Hotmail. Is it Hotmail? God, it's hard, man. Like Winamp. Like you had these programs that people just made, and they worked, and they were amazing, and the internet was this beautiful thing, and it was small, and it was so cool. The people you met and got to talk to, it was wild. So many brilliant motherfuckers, man, and you could just be chilling and hanging out like in a chat room talking to people. It was awesome. And now it's garbage. It's horrible. It's a cesspit. Everybody wants to fight, and I truly believe we feel this way because of programs ran by China and Israel. I really do. And people are going to be upset about it, but like I believe feminism was one of those tools that they used. They turned the judicial system against men. And I'm not saying that it was wrong to do, right? I'm not trying to escape out of something that needs to be done. But I'm just telling you what happened, right? We can have a debate on whether it was a good or bad thing. This is just what I believe was done, okay? Again, I don't necessarily agree or disagree with all of these things, right? I want to discuss these. I might have something wrong. But I believe that they used the judicial system, right, against men. I also believe that they used, like, to promote businesses led by women and stuff like that because it would be easier to control them. I know this may sound bad, but it's fact that women are easier to control with, like, manipulation and brainwashing and all that fucking shit. It just is what it is. I'm not saying that's what happened in every single case. I'm just saying that it is kind of one of those things that if you want to catch fish, right, you can just throw a shitload of bait out there, right? And you'll get a big goddamn fish. You'll get something, right? So if they just throw a shitload of stuff out there, right, they're going to get people here and there, right? And that's how you get your Bill Gates and your Bezos and, you know, all the other happy, wonderful ones. And I mean, we are definitely not a capitalist country. You can argue and say all you want, but we're not. Like, we have a government that has allowed ingredients into our food. We've allowed poor energy spending, environmental safety. We've allowed poor NGO budget bullshit spending. Department like of Education, the Department of Health, the Department of Child and Protective Services have all gone to shit. I mean, absolutely atrocious, right? The country's not being handled whatsoever. So, I mean, what are we doing?